A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the LSU Tigers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers offense to go on the attack first. Now we say hello to Caden Durham. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Tigers in the hurry up.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on that third down.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Defense showing blitz here. Running inside, it's Durham, and he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing their rhythm and the cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Splits the uprights. Good. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Bulldogs offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. The offense changing the play. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Complete to the right. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. The Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Frazier. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And, man, this offense is going to be so much fun to watch. How fast can they get it to click, right? Because every single player that we're going to highlight, whether we do talk about the receivers right now, they're all new. The offensive line's all new. The quarterback's new. Everyone in this program is new, Palmer, and it's on Kiffin to make it work and make it work quickly.
Well, the one thing you know is with this Lane Kiffin offense, these receivers are going to get theirs. They're going to get catches, and you got a really good quarterback in Sam Levitt coming over from Arizona State to give you that opportunity. So while Thomas and Anderson from a year ago, those guys declare, there's a big opportunity. There's a lot of spots up for grabs here for these receivers to go down the field, make a ton of plays, stat it up, and score points for this offense.
He's got it. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Frazier. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw it again. Looking down the middle. Finds the big tight end. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Bought a little time, lets it go. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw at Stockton. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down. This should be the last play of the quarter. On third down, here's Frazier. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Georgia going up tempo. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open.
Here's a little room there, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Run in the red zone, it's Frazier. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on fourth down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an X.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Georgia. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
I think one thing LSU fans want to see right out the gate with this Lane Kiffin offense, can we get some balance? Durham's been here for a couple of years. You've seen some high moments, Palmer, but like they need to get this run game going. They brought in a bunch of offensive linemen in the portal, and especially a big boy over there at left tackle. Interested to see if they can get that run game going.
And they should be able to get it going, too, at LSU, because when you think about Lane Kiffin's offenses back at Ole Miss, I know everybody talks about them throwing the football.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. DB's right up on the receivers. The give to Caden Durham. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. LSU quick to the line. Right back to him on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Levin. Here's a heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes a connection. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Humphries. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeps it.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play.
Makes the grab in their space. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
LSU right back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Berry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rush is on him. Back open in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And with that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. To the air, it's Stockton. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Hit as he throws. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, down here on the LSU sideline, something I've got my eyes on is how the running back is moving and cutting. As you know, he did get really banged up in that game last week despite the win, and he's going to have to fight through some bumps and bruises here today. I've got my eyes on him, and I will keep you posted down here from the field. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare you.
Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Taking it the other way. Inside the touchdown, Dogs! The defense. Matters into its own hands.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. As they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
The short hands, it's Brown. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got enough for the first. Turns it on in midfield. Turning it on. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Frazier. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog!
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And with the extra point, it's 21-13. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Running inside. It's Berry. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. LSU quick to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. The run from the shotgun. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Makes the grab at the 10. And the returner is stopped. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Bulldogs sideline. Guys, I can tell you something we have got to keep our eye on. This quarterback was really banged up and bruised up after last week's win. He told me when I caught up with him this week, he has definitely been feeling sore this week. He did not miss any practice, but I will keep you posted as this game goes along. He's going to have to fight through some things here today, and I'll let you know how it's looking down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they react. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Just a short pass to the tight end. Maybe some room here. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game.
There he goes. The 30, the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Pressure coming, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Makes the grab, it's Brown. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. LSU right back to the line. Using his legs, it's Berry. Got a little grass. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to pass, it's Levin. Caught on the left side by Wilson. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Through 3/4 of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. So the final period starts with a second down play. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And they'll knock him down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be fourth down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Time to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Offense working from the pistol. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. Across the 45. Snags it, and there's running room. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve.
There's a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And this drive feels like it's just gone on forever, right? The clock is just ticking away. The defense is aware of that. It's got to be frustrating because you just allowed another first down, fresh set coming up. You've got to do something to stop this bleeding.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. I guess an optimist could say it's still 1st and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. On the option. Now the toss. Plows through the defense. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Can't get him to the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. Here's Nate Frazier. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Punts it out of the air. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. LSU quick to the line. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Under fire. Touchdown, LSU! Fitted in the window for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Frazier again. Maybe a crease. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And with that throw, man, you've got got to look at this two-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents. That's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man, it's Levin. With the catch, it's Harris. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Wilson has it over the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. These DBs going to give a little cushion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so